Hello all and welcome to Hunray Skating Stadium tonight for this AIHL clash between Melbourne Mustangs and the Newcastle North Stars, the host. I'm Peter Lander, and you may recognise the man next to me is Ray Sheffield, a veteran of many years in the North Stars, still playing hockey. Welcome, Ray.
Thank you very much. I'm still playing a little bit and enjoying it still. So.
Except for the broken arm, which you took blocking a shot.
That's right. I learned something the other day, and that was to get out of the way of shots.
And who was the guilty party that fired the shot? Was it one of ours or one of
It was one of theirs. I was playing D, and standing in front of the net. Yeah. I don't usually do that, so I didn't know how to react.
You're a brave man. Well done on that. So, we've got a great game ahead of us tonight. It's the last regular season game here at Hunray Skating Stadium. It's one of the last for the league. Tonight being the last night of the regular season. Of course, next weekend something's happening in Melbourne.
Yeah.
The finals, the 2016 finals. We've got the same four teams as we had last year. That's the Melbourne Ice, the Newcastle North Stars, the Perth Thunder, and the Canberra Brave. Positions are a little different this year. Last year, as Melbourne played the Thunder, this year it'll be Newcastle, our team, playing the Thunder, and Canberra Brave will be up against Melbourne Ice. What do you think, Ray? What's your thoughts, man?
I think it's going to be a great weekend of hockey. You know what? Any of those four teams could win it. Yeah. And, it's going to be exciting to watch.
Well, all four of those teams haven't beaten the other teams.
Yes.
So there's none of those teams undefeated in any of those matchups.
Yeah, so it should be good.
So the good news for North Stars is they've got winning matchups in two of those matchups. And they have beaten the Ice in the Ice House, which is a positive against Melbourne Ice.
It is a tough place to win.
Obviously, not many people have beaten Melbourne Ice this year. They've got a very strong record. So they're playing tonight against the Thunder. Yep. That'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
So, a great game ahead of us tonight. We have a bit of a understrength Mustangs. I did talk to their management before the game. Just the Sunday night here in Newcastle is just pretty hard to get down to the airport on time. So because of that, some of the players couldn't make the trip. We've got some injuries, maybe some suspensions to add to that. So there are a lot of new players tonight. And of course, they're out of the finals race. So the effect won't be too great on them. I just hope they have a good time and they have a great debut. And a lot of them debuted last night. Yeah. And Chris Sloan-White is in net tonight. And Jack Hayes had returned. So what do you think? Think we'll have Davis or will we have Mizzen in net for Newcastle?
Yeah, I expect to see Dane. But you never know what the coach is thinking. I think you always prepare to go into these finals with your best players and make sure that everybody's on the mark.
Of course, those two shared a shutout last night. So Dane did the first period, had a grand total of 2 shots. He didn't really feel it. He got his shutout, but he was a bit. But I only got 2 shots. This one very good French Canadian. I'm sorry. But and then of course Nick followed it through and got them the shutout. Pardon me. Yeah. So 7-0 win last night. Let's head to the ice and we'll see who's playing tonight.
All right.
I'll go over the away team first. So for the Melbourne Mustangs, number 2 Michael McDowell, number 5 Mark Higgins, 11 Matt Stringer, Eric Louis Sees is number 12. Vadim Vajasov in 13, Jackson McCoy 15, David Foster 17, Byron Schumer, he's one of the new players for them, along with David Foster and Ray in 20, Luke Fisher in 22, Michael McMahon in 25, Brendan McDowell, one of their vets, in 29, Chris Sloan-White, as we mentioned, he's in goal, Sean Jones 51, James Isaacs 52, Pat O'Kane in 89, and Corey Stringer in 97. Michael Flaherty is their coach. And Michael Burnslem is their manager. If you can go through Newcastle.
I can do that. For the Newcastle North Stars, we've got number 3, Matt Lindsay. Number 5, John F. Kennedy. Number 7, Brandon Greenside. Number 8, Hamish Powell. Number 10, Josh Harris. Number 11, Tim Stanger. Number 12, Connor McLaughlin. Number 15, Bo Taylor. Number 16, Jason Chalker. Number 18, Scott Swiston. Number 20, Robert Malloy. Number 22, Matt Taylor. Number 23, Matt Wetney. Number 25, David Ferrari. Number 27, Liam Manwaring. Number 30, Dane Davis. Number 33, Nick Mizzen. Number 71, Shane Southwood. Number 91, Patrick Naden. Head coach Andrew Petrie. Assistant coach Joe Terrio. GM Gary Dore. And your dog champagne.
Well, the lights are out. They'll be on again soon. The teams go back to their bunkers here at Hunterwest Gaming Stadium before the game. Last night it was quite a wait. And I have not seen the energy of the North Stars as when they came out last night. They came out with an energy I'd never seen before.
Yeah, okay.
I can't remember seeing from any game.
Well,
it wasn't nervous energy, it was happy energy. They were pumped. They were so excited to be out there, and they scored second shift. So
yeah, that's great. That's great. I think leading into this weekend and into next weekend, the coaches got them geared up for the finals next week, and that is probably the reason why.
Well, there was a good reason for it last night, of course, because we were playing for a finals position at the time. It turned out it didn't matter. Mm-hmm. We could have lost the game, it would not have mattered. But at the time, we definitely were. But by the time we found out that, we were ahead 6-0. So at that point, it didn't matter so much. And also, of course, they are trying to build momentum. They've got two teams that did make finals here. They don't want to lose momentum. They don't want to come out and be dropping in tempo. So they need to pick up the tempo. So that's why it seems a bit cruel to rack up big scores against teams that are, at injuries or just form or shortage of players or whatever it is. But you can't. There's no charity games in this league, and it's the week before finals. If you want to compete, you've got to be going hard and building your tempo, not going.
I expect to see them play the same way tonight at the start of the game, and hopefully carry it right through. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm kind of expecting, even though there isn't much to do with it. I mean, all the games tonight are dead rubbers, all three. Even though there's nothing on the line in this game, I'm still expecting to see a long wait for these guys to come out of the change room.
Yeah. Still the head games. Doesn't matter who's playing. You still try and get over the other team any way you can. So.
All right. Well, the door has cracked open, and I can see a couple of the fellas come out. So Jason Chalker always comes out first of the players. He stands at the gate and gives the high five and the fist to all the boys coming out. Been doing that for a few years, hasn't he?
He has been doing that for a few years. I don't know how that started, actually. Usually it's the goalie, but Chalker took it on a couple of years ago, and it's
well, I
it's
think
a good
Dane
thing.
likes to be on the ice first.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
with Chalks out there giving the guys the fist pump as they come through, and Dane gets out first and scuffs up his net, and then the rest of the boys head in.
Yeah.
There's no Robert Stark to come last, so you always like to be last, didn't he?
That's right.
He's doing well. I ran into him last weekend. And the boys are on the ice. We can see the door crack for the Mustangs, and he'll be at it in a moment as well. So a lot of young guys for the Mustangs, which is good to see. Get some valuable experience in this top league in Australia. It's the only league you can really call an entertainment league in Australia, isn't it? It's a bit of our own show.
Yeah, that's right. No, it is good to see these young guys out here, and hopefully next year they'll continue, and Mustangs will fire next year.
Well, it's important depth for these two strong teams in Melbourne to remain strong, is to keep bringing players through, and it's good they're getting some opportunities. And we've seen the same with Adelaide. They had a few of the young guys with them. Mm-hmm. Had Ryan Foll playing, which I know you played with his dad.
I did.
Against
for
his dad when
many
he was
years. Yeah, for many
Adelaide.
years. Yeah, coached. I was part of the coaching staff for the Australian team, and he was on a few of those teams, which was great.
Yeah. So, we had the national anthem this stage. We've been told we're going to change things up a little bit tonight. We've had a request to sing the national anthem from one of the players. Yes, one of the players.
I have never seen this before.
Neither have I, and it's going to be... this is the 21st birthday for Pat Naden.
Oh, okay.
So Patrick Naden, number 91, is turning 21 today. Happy birthday, Patrick.
Great guy, Patty.
I coached him when he was a little kid. You probably did too.
I think I did, actually.
Scott Schaffer and I used to coach him when he was just a little 10-year-old tiny kid.
Yeah.
Scott Swiston has requested to sing Advance Australia Fair tonight for this final game here. So, no, a couple of people thought it was a joke, but no, he was absolutely fair dinkum. He wanted to do this.
Wow.
It was very sweet of him, I thought, that he really feels at home in Australia and he wanted to do this. He's nervous as hell. The crowd's in on too.
Scotty.
That's one of the biggest cheers I've heard all year.
That's fantastic. I don't know if I'd have the courage to do that.
I could see him shaking when he took the microphone, and I've done a bit of performance and public speaking, and I would be nervous too if I was out there singing the national anthem. He's done well.
That's great.
I don't know if there's a plan to turn the music up to help lift him a bit, but yeah, well done.
Fantastic.
15 minutes on the clock. Tonight's referee is Jeff Scott, a regular up here at Hunter Skating Stadium. Always walks in with a smile and says hello, and knows the people here really well.
Yeah,
he runs a good game. He runs a tight ship.
He does run a tight ship. I've had him quite a few times over the years, and he's a guy that you don't talk to out there.
No. But the good thing is that he's a talking ref too. He does tell you when
he does
when you're going to call something.
That's good. Yeah.
Rob Dushman was one who used to do that as well.
Very good.
He would say, "Get the stick down, whistle."
Yeah.
If you hadn't, you got the warning, you didn't get it down.
Yeah.
He was going to blow it. So I always liked that about his style, and Jeff does a bit of that too.
Yeah. Jeff likes to take control of games pretty early, and he'll let you know that he's got the control, and you just have to be aware of that. That's all. And
the puck is dropped. Newcastle win the initial face-off, and I think we've got Connor McLaughlin forechecking right now. Now we have to pick up some names here because we've got a few new ones, and of course it's a little bit hard to pick numbers here from this end of the rink. So excuse me if I'm a bit slow on the Mustangs' names. Here they come up ice up the right wing. Inside pass was to Vyasov. I think he's originally a Russian, and he became an Aussie a couple of years ago. Mustangs on the attack. Try to get a shot away. Dane Davis is in net, as you predicted correctly, Ray.
Yeah.
Newcastle trying to break out. Hasn't been a clean start so far, but now they're into the zone, and they're offside. Partial change of lines there.
Yeah, they came out the way I expected to. Mustangs are made some nice wide entries there, and a couple shots on net.
Back underway, Newcastle with the puck, winning both of these face-offs so far. Pass up the right wing, comes inside, fakes inside. Is number 7 Greenside pinching in. Josh Harris. Acrobatics in the corner. Wow, what a goal. He was falling over and he still got a shot off.
That was a beauty.
You're going to do a Steve Lindsay cheer now, weren't you?
I was. I expected him to make that pass there, but he took the shot. It was fantastic.
From one knee, falling over. Yeah. I can't believe he got that shot away. We've got replay, right? Check this out.
Okay.
This is something new Michael's done for us this season. Wow. He wasn't even on the knee. He was falling over and got the shot away.
That's right. I thought he was going to shovel it to the guy standing.
All my shots look like, but they don't go in. They just fall over when they try to hit the park.
He did it intentionally.
It was part of his master plan. Northstars up 1-0 pretty quickly. It was at third shift. And we're a minute and a half into the game. Mustangs now on the attack. Spin and fire there. from, I can't see their numbers very well from here.
Looks like number 5 there. Higgins.
Higgins is out there, yeah. The initial shot was, I think, from number 22, Fisher. And that goes past the Newcastle player, and the Mustangs bring up the left wing. And it's into the zone for Davis to collect. And that's out of the zone now, so Mustangs need to touch up. Oh, that was a linesman killer, that one. Fired back into the Newcastle zone. Passing not as crisp as it was last night. Pat Naden forechecking, birthday boy. Connor McLaughlin trying to take possession of that puck mid-ice, but Isaacs unloads. Bumped off the puck is Louis Sees. And now McLaughlin, you can tell he's got the longer hair. Trying to squeeze one in past Sloan White. Swiston now, got a chance, it's off the pipe and out. Slaps at the rebound and a save by Sloan White. On the counter, Mustangs in with speed, fires a shot and it's wide of Davis. Just 3 minutes in, already some end-to-end action. Good pace here at Hunter Skating Stadium. Hard check into the boards. Bumped off the puck. Sliding into the glass here is Matt Lindsay, number 3. Gets the puck back though. Drops it off of McLaughlin and needs some space, so instead it's gone off a Mustang skate. And they get it out of the zone, so Newcastle will need to back check. Quickly on the counter. Off a stick and off the ceiling for a stop of play.
Yeah, the pace is starting to pick up a little bit. You can see them, they're starting to get their feet out there, and a few good entries, and yeah.
Puck is dropped. Harris wins it, gets it to the Jester, who got a goal last night. Missed on Bo Taylor's 4 goals last night, Ray. 4 goals.
Wow.
Great comeback after his... Every time he comes back to Australia, he injures himself. So he did it again this year, did it last year. And just, it was the first kind of game I think he felt really 100%.
Yeah.
And the guys just set him up beautifully with a couple of absolute source passes.
I think last year he actually came here and he had an injury. He was
Yes,
carrying it
wrist
with
one,
him.
I
So
think.
yeah, his wrist, and he dealt with that for a long time.
Well, this one was actually a game here. I think it was against Melbourne Ice. Up against the backboards, he took a hit and it just damaged the cartilage that attaches the... It wasn't one of the ribs, or maybe it was the top rib, or up around the shoulder blades, and it's very painful.
Yeah.
And he can do nothing except wait it out. So he basically had to wait out 3 months of the season to feel back at his best.
Yeah.
Mustangs on the shot, and a save by Davis, and it's picked up by the Newcastle defence. Great opportunity for the Mustangs to bring it out in front. Puck is flying all over the place here. Another shot, and it's blocked. Good opportunity for the Mustangs. Into the zone. Liam Van Waring throws the puck on net.
That was a great shot, and it's good to see him with a not nervous enough to fluff that play. And
He got involved a bit last night. There was a couple of hits on, and actually there was a couple of fists thrown at Pat Naden, and they mixed him up with Liam Van Waring, and Liam got the game instead of Pat. But what goes on the score sheet is the legal record. So
That's right. As long as he's not at this game, that's all.
Mustangs on the counter. Oh, they've lost the puck, and it's gone deep for Matt Lindsay. And it was out of the zone, but it's hit the linesman. And he gets a congratulations from the backup goalie over there.
I didn't notice that puck came out, actually. I thought it stayed in.
I think it hit the back of the... or got stuck on the linesman's backside or something. It was stuck in his gear. We'll get back to it. Con McLaughlin is forechecking hard. He gets in first. Bumped off the puck by McDowell. Quick shot. Redirect attempt and by Swiston, but Sloan White's got it.
Good job with Swiss going to the front of the net there. Trying to get some traffic, which they need to do.
There's a lot of fresh faces on this shift, Ray.
It looks like it, doesn't it? They look young.
They're not wearing cages, so they're older than Liam and Waring,
Yeah.
which must be 18 to go without a cage and wear a just a visor. And the Jester, a veteran of a few seasons, welcomes them with a nice check. Gets a puck. Oh, and a shot. That was a great feed. We've seen really lately a lot of vision from Harris. He's really starting to... at the beginning of the season, he wasn't sure of his role and very tentative. But since the coach, Fried, told him, just get out there and take the shots and score, he's really opened up and his game's really improved for the Northstars. He's doing really well on the second line, fitting in with Martini and some of these other hard workers. And
Yeah, they'll learn from him too. He's shown his skill. And you can see it in practice too.
So on the ice, he's coming out of his shell, and now he's a real weapon for the Northstars. And being on the second line, it's so good for the Newcastle Northstars to have two dangerous lines out there.
Yeah. It's important. You can't play this game with one line.
Newcastle breaking out their end. Good back check, a forecheck, by the Mustangs, keeping them honest. Thrown back in by McMahon. Newcastle breaking out, and it's not a clean pass, picked up by the Mustangs. The feed goes up the right wing. Into the zone goes Greenside. The pass intended for Harris is just kept in as it's bounced off a player. Fight on net, and that was blocked aside. Matt Taylor forward checking. McMahon has the puck behind Sloan White. Been wearing forward checking now, and you can tell he's wearing the cage. The only under 18-year-old out there. He gets a hit in. That's what a coach likes to see from his young guys. Chance for the Mustangs. He's got some space. Takes a shot from an acute angle. That was number 22, Fisher. And that one's going to draw a penalty. And it does. So Mustangs first to get the power play.
Yeah, I don't know about that call. I'm not sure whether that was a charge or not. It looked like he was... they were both skating for the puck there,
So that's Matt Watini, if I can spot the man right. Yeah, 23. Or also, well, he's... After years of being known as Matt Watini, he finally tells us his name is pronounced Watini.
I was very surprised. I played with the guy for I don't know how many years, 7 or 8 years, and he tells me I was pronouncing his name wrong the whole time.
Yeah, that was it was a thing for most of us. Well, in Perth they called him Whitney, which also was not right, but funnily enough, after we thought it was hilarious, it was closer than what we were calling him anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
But I guess for the chance here for Swiss, and he's forward checking the hell out of this, so it was one man taking on 4. Now the Mustangs into the zone, they've dumped it in and it's trying to set up, but they're not getting their passes on the tape, and it's being cleared out of the zone by McLaughlin for Chris Sloan-White to stop up, and Isaacs will get the puck. Up the left wing goes Fisher, I believe it is, also 22. Doesn't look like a new guy. He's very confident out there. Yeah, he wasn't here for the last Mustangs team, so I haven't seen him this year. I'm a bit out of date on their player roster. McCoy up the right wing. McDowell, I believe it is, into the zone. They're setting up finally. We've got 44 seconds left in this power play. Passes wide. Kept on the outside of the Mustangs. And Newcastle the first of the puck. So a successful power play so far. They're doing the right things. Chance for Mustangs are in front. Shot. Save by Davis. Rebound scores. Mustangs get one back.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate bounce there. I think it went off a foot, off one of the Mustangs' skates, and stayed in front of the net there on the clear. But
see what happened here. So here's the bounce. Save initially. Rebound is loose. And cleans up the scraps. Bo Tyler was in there but couldn't get the stick. Yeah. We've got an even game. 1-1. 6:10 left here in this first period. Swiston down low. Bulldozers through defenseman Louis Seas. And Isaacs is the other, although Louis Seas is a forward filling in. And Outside the zone?
Yep. Yeah, face-off goes outside. That went over the glass and hit the netting. Off the North Star stick there.
That's why they've gone out. Both players waved out. Yes, both players waved out. We got Louis Seas and Conor McLaughlin take the face-off. Mustangs win it. And off the boards by Isaacs. Now it's pushed in by Newcastle. We've got a linesman and a referee trying to stay out of the way here. Partially successful. Mustangs on the attack. Quick shot. And it's bumped aside by Davis once again right in front of the net are the Mustangs. They're fighting. Well, lots of shoots about tonight. Keeping the pressure and keeping the Northstars honest with this young roster.
Yeah, they've got to start tying these guys up in front of the net. They've had a couple chances there where guys were able to get their sticks on it. So
not enough respect for a young team.
That's right. You got to do your job.
Finals game.
Sorry?
Well, you wouldn't do that in the finals game.
No,
so
no.
You need to apply a set attitude. Eh?
That's right.
Puck is dropped. Won by Harris. Up the right wing. The pass is clean. But Botella has the puck stolen by Isaacs. And that's thrown down deep. That's icing, though, because they're not killing a penalty. I think he was pretty happy with his steal and didn't count his players. There was no one up there to pass to.
No. I'm not sure where that was to, but...
Battle down low. The puck is bouncing around, but it's cleared by McDowell and dribbles down to Dane Davis. He'll stop it up. Dane Davis did a quick up last night, right? He would have been proud.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen the big fella move that fast for a long time. He just skated halfway up the ice to on the power play to give a quick up to his players, and it definitely had Mustangs, the adrenaline under pressure.
He can shoot the puck. He's got a very good shot.
Isn't a great passer.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I remember Trevor Battaglia from 2003, who could shoot goals from his goal at the other end with his goalie stick.
Yes.
He was an astounding passer as well of the puck. But I've not seen many of those in the AIHL. Chance in front, scores! Mustangs get the lead. Once again, player left alone in front. We had 2 blue jerseys down low, but none taking the man right in front of the net.
Yeah, that's it's going to hurt them. I think the coach is going to have to address that problem, and quickly.
That's going to be a frustrating experience for Coach Petrie. It was a nice hit, and yeah, I don't know where that one fell apart. 2-1 lead for the Mustangs. First period going their way at the moment. Simple plans are working for them down low. On the attack, lots of pace and belief in themselves is doing well. They nearly beat the Bears last night. It was just 2-1. So the Bears are a way better team than they've performed this year, so it shows they've still got lots of talent left in this shorter bench. That one's drawn a penalty. I don't know for whom, but there's an interference penalty being called.
I believe it's the Mustangs going to the box.
That's what I thought too.
Yes, it is. Yeah, interference.
I think it's Damien Bright, number 19.
I didn't get the number on that, unfortunately. But
fight around the boards, and yes, it is kept in by McLaughlin. Naden under pressure. Vyasov. That's kept in at the blue line by Lindsay. Takes a quick shot and a save by Slomway.
beautiful play set up there by Swiston. Nice pass back to Matty on the point.
Waved out is Vyasov. puck. Shoots and scores. McLaughlin just picks up the scraps. I think he fired it off Pat Naden's stick. Maybe Naden gets a goal.
I didn't see it go off anybody else's stick, but...
well, there was two. Naden's stick was in there too, but McLaughlin just somehow just fired that away. He's got an impressive shot. We'll find out. See what we can see in the replay here. It is loose and bang, in it goes.
Either way, it was a nice goal.
It was a nice goal.
Top cheese.
Newcastle into the zone. Centering pass goes a little wide of Harris. Taylor trying to gather it in. It's kept into the zone there by Greenside. Very adept handler of the puck along the blue line. He's had the puck pushed out, and Harris will retrieve. Brings it into the zone. Picks up speed. Goes wide. Looking inside. And went a bit higher than expected, I think. Than he was wanting. And Captain Bert Harris with the puck. Good back check. Pardon me, a forecheck there by the Mustangs. Nearly breaks up the play, and Newcastle are forced to retreat and come back. Good bump by Harris on the larger McMahon. Mustangs in the zone. Passes a little awry, and Newcastle will pick it up and get it out. Pressure fireman worrying. He can't get past two players, and so play continues in the Newcastle zone. Off the boards and in, and it's waved off. Brittany going to the net. Mustangs in possession. Up they go. Up the middle goes Matt Stringer, and he sends it wide. I think that's off to McMahon. And the hits are starting to come, right? Shot, scores! Another one. This is going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
They've got confidence. They're just throwing the puck at the net, and it's going in.
Sometimes that's all you got to do to get things going, eh? And another puck coughed up the side of the net, and they took advantage of it. So
comes a replay. So here is the pass. It's cut up by a stick. Loose, fires, turns and fires in a 10. Well, it's going to be an eventful game, I think.
Yes, looks like it.
Isaac's off the boards. He gets it to Vyasov, who's already making a big presence here tonight. Knocked down. Picked up and tossed in there by McLaughlin. Pat Naden finishing the check down low. Shot. That one's high. Once again, Davis under pressure. Mustangs playing with heaps of belief tonight. And once again, the puck is being intercepted in that point between right at the edge of one of the circles there. Naden. Shot. A little bit wide there of Sloan White. Newcastle have possession. They're taken into the zone. Swiston fires off the blocker and wide into the corner for McLaughlin. Gets it to Swiston. Naden tries to tip in, but it's not gone in and into neutral ice now. Another mistake for Newcastle. Hands the puck off to the Mustangs. This has happened several times this period, resulted in 3 goals. Newcastle breaking out. Up the right wing. Cross ice pass for no reason. Goes to the Mustangs. Another chance for Mustangs. Waits. Shoots. Saved by Davis. We're going to have a busy coach in the break, Ray.
I think he's going to have a lot to say.
Harris fires. Saved by Sloan Wright. 16 seconds left.
Yeah, they've got to start tightening up in their own end and tying these guys up.
Well, they seem to be trying to pass up the middle lane all the time.
Yeah.
It's almost expected now, and the Mustangs keep on intercepting those passes. Mustangs with a chance. Just 10 seconds remaining in the period. Trying to bring it in front. Newcastle take the puck away. They won't have a chance to set a play up. No, period's done. So what gets that last one? So great period for the Mustangs. Stealing 3 goals away to lead 3-2 at the end of the period, Ray. So your thoughts? Well,
very surprised. The lack of intensity in their own end, and a few mistakes throwing the puck up the middle. That's something you learn as a kid not to do, and they've done it 3 times, and they've been
caught out.
Yeah, 3 times. Yeah. So something's got to be done.
Yeah, well, some of them were bad luck off a skate or something like that, but others were just bad play.
Yeah.
And for the goals Newcastle scored, they're all pretty well set up, except for the one McLaughlin was just a quick fire one. That was just a good bit of skill.
Yeah.
As we saw with the Mustangs, their finish was excellent. They got opportunities and they took them.
Yeah.
And they finished 3, which was great for them.
Yeah.
So don't go away, people. We've got a couple of special guests today that you're probably not expecting. So we'll have a little break, but we'll don't go too far from the screen. See you soon.
Standing here with Coach of Northstars. Right now, we just got done with the first period. More importantly, we're getting ready for the playoffs. How are you feeling, this being the last game, going into the playoffs?
Yeah, look, pretty positive. That wasn't obviously the best period we've had in a little while, but I think we've only we've had 1 shootout loss in our last 9 or 10 games, so form's pretty good. There's a really positive feel in the dressing room, and everyone's healthy, so we're pretty amped for it. Yeah.
There's a lot of game left. Coming out for the second period, what do you feel like needs to kind of change, or what do you need to do to kind of pick up things?
I think we just need to get back to what's working for us in the last 3 or 4 games we've played. We're just making some pretty juvenile errors, and frustratingly at this stage, with their systems things, the guys don't have a choice. They have to do X, Y, or Z, and they're not doing it. So defensively, I think we just need to tidy up and make better decisions.
More importantly, you guys are locked in for the playoffs. The fans are excited. How are you guys feeling, getting ready for that trip, getting ready for Melbourne?
Yeah, look, the boys are amped. It's a long season. People make a lot of sacrifices to come out twice a week to practice, and look, we're just happy that we've made the dance, and we'll go down there and put our best foot forward.
Off camera, you talked about the difference between taking the championship the first time around and now taking it for a repeat. Yeah. Talk to us about that. What is the difference?
Yeah, look, last year we had a lot of expectation on us because of our roster. Obviously, we scored 150-something goals in a season, which is rare. So that was a different kind of pressure. We were expected to win it last year. This year, we've had a lot of doubters. And look, all that matters is that we get down there. It's a one-and-done series, so anything can happen, as you know.
Absolutely. Well, hey, we're all cheering for you guys. Look forward to the rest of the game. Thank you.
Cheers, Quincy.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Everyone, for the second period here at High Skating Stadium. Apologies, we didn't get our guest in the break, and I did catch up with them off camera, and I'll be up here for the next break. For now, it's Ray and myself, and Jeff Scott's got the puck. We're about to start the second period. 3-2 lead for the Mustangs. Great period for them. Started off under the pump, but just kept on forcing handovers. Bad handovers by the Northstars. Most of them were pretty bad passes. That's what Coach Petrie called juvenile. Passing up the middle lane, which will get you in trouble with your Pee-wee coach, let alone an AIHL coach. Naden's pass goes by McLaughlin, and he manages to recover it and fires it in. Shot! Save, rebound, and it's cleared by the Mustangs' defence. Good opportunity for the North Stars. They're even here, so this is just a better put together period so far for Newcastle. Puck is loose, bouncing around, chance for Mustangs again. In front is O'Kane, and Lindsay's knocked the stick out of his grip, and he'll get a penalty for that. He copped a bit of a cross check before that, but they only call what they see, and they usually see the retaliation.
That's right. I think there could have been 2 calls there, but unfortunately for Matty, he might not have been looking at the first one.
No. The second one was right in front of Jeff Scott, and yep, you retaliate, you got to expect to go. There's no sympathy or charity in hockey. Stopped by Davis as it dribbles off the face-off. Stringer versus Harris right now. Puck is loose. Harris battles to get to it. It's kept at the blue line. Mustangs on the attack. They got the power play, of course. Malloy directs his troops as they keep their box in place. Stick check on Stringer, but Mustangs retrieve the puck. Still in the zone. Jones going to the net. Nope, he goes back outside, and some great stick handling there by Greenside. He's going to the net right now. North Stars. No, Harris waits. He doesn't take the pass option.
He tried to, but I think it hit his skate. Yeah.
That's happened a lot tonight. I think maybe Newcastle passing too late, passing too far, maybe.
Yeah.
There's been many interceptions by the Mustangs because they're seeing the opportunities. Up the right wing they go. Puck is kept in. Mustangs on the attack. Puck is loose. Saved by Davis with the body. It's out of the Newcastle zone right now, and Mustangs trying to bring it in, but it's been picked up by the blue jerseys. Malloy, Greenside, fires a puck down ice. Hits Swiston, but he gets the puck back in front. Setting up McLaughlin. Shoots, save! Beaut save by Chris Stonewhite.
Very nice save. He was stretched out there fully and made a beautiful glove save. It was a beautiful play, though.
Yes,
nice
lovely setup.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe, I don't know what needed for it to go in a little higher, maybe a bit more power from Swiston, or...
If it were me, I probably would have pulled it back the other way, but I didn't score too many.
You did in your early days, right? You did all right?
Yeah, I did, I guess.
What was it, 291 games all up?
Yeah, 292, I believe.
292, and then you played 21 finals as well, which...
Yeah.
There's only one man who's equaled you, and that's Robert Stark.
Yeah.
And no one's beaten that so far, so that's a hell of a Ironman award. I think there's a couple of guys in the league who could do that. Tommy Powell.
Yeah, Joey.
Joey yeah.
Hughes.
Lee Webster. And you've got guys like Wahid Dash. I mean, if anyone can beat Greg Ottie's records, I think Wahid would be the man.
Yeah, he's a good player and young, and he's going to be around for a while, hopefully, and they keep them competitive.
Well, his second top scorer was before this weekend, at least, in the league, and that's an Aussie. Aussie born and bred. Like I'm not sure she might have been born overseas, but anyway, he definitely grew up here.
Mm-hmm.
And plays for the Aussie team. And yeah, he's going to be a great player for the Adelaide Adrenaline and the Australian team.
Yeah.
Kennedy plays quarterback for this team. You'll see him feeding the puck up for players pretty regularly. Newcastle trying to set up pass there a little bit long distance. Had to phone that one in. Into the corner it goes. First the puck is Malloy though. Knocked down. Kept in play. Oh, he had to spin there, otherwise he couldn't get the one-timer off. I think it was Greenside, was it? No.
That made the pass. It was Bo Taylor that took that pass, but unfortunately,
yeah, he shoots left, so his stick was on the right side, on the wrong side for a one-timer.
Yeah.
Harris shoots right. He's got the face-off dot at the moment. He wins it. Goes past Taylor. Bo Taylor it is. And Greenside works along the boards. We've got 3 white jerseys, 2 blue at the moment. Mustangs get possession. Weighted numbers working for them. Into Newcastle zone they go, but it's picked off by Malloy and up to neutral ice. And the drop pass doesn't work for Bo Taylor. I'm sure he's feeling good after those 4 goals last night.
Yeah, I'd like to. I wish he had saved some of those for tonight.
Yeah.
Made things a little bit easier.
Northstars are looking better. There's less mistakes anyway this period, but Mustangs have got lots of confidence from that grade first period, and they're putting lots of pressure on. So if they can do this with a lot of young players, that speaks very highly of their chances for next year.
Yeah, I'm liking the forecheck better for the Northstars. Putting a little bit more pressure on there.
Here they go right now.
Yeah, and there's the turnover right there.
And play will stop with 10 minutes left in the second period. So you're playing Division 1 now, right? So
I am.
Tell people about Division 1 New South Wales.
Yeah, there's I think there's 6 teams in the league, and we the Newcastle team actually made the playoffs, so I think we're going to finish about 3rd. So it's looking pretty good.
Very good. Back underway. Mustangs have pushed the puck down Newcastle's end, so Matt Taylor banks it with a nice bank shot off the side wall, and Mustangs. No, it's gone back to Lindsay. Sharp pass there from Kennedy. Into the zone they go. No, they have to double back and touch. So they have to touch up, get back on side. Kennedy dumps it in. Mustangs have possession, as you'd expect, because everybody was stopped at the blue line. Breaks up the play. Here's a chance for the Mustangs with a bit of pace. Not much support. We've got one play coming in. Shot, and it's blocked by some skates here. Swiston and Naden are in the way. So McLaughlin's away. He's got the Jets on into the zone. He goes deep. Pass. Drop back. Shoots. Saves. Thrown wide. Another great save by the Mustangs tender.
I don't know. I guess you got to pull that out and show a little patience. He's sliding across there pretty well and stretched out.
He's betting on covering the bottom of the net.
Yeah,
so
that's
he's
right.
Stretching out right across the bottom of the net, so the guys have got to lift the puck if they want to score over it.
Yeah.
He's had great lateral movement though, and that's what you want to see with the goalies, especially those of butterfly persuasion. Green side. There's a button hook. Passes off the boards to Harris. He'll go up the right wing. Gets around the player. And another. Fires a shot. And that thing hit the pad of Sun White and into the corner. It's kept in the zone. Pass. They're trying to set up here. Newcastle, there's some patient play. There's some set plays here. Harris gets off. Bounces off a skate, and Mustangs have numbers coming back. That's off the skates though of Malloy, so Mustangs plays broken up a bit. They get it back through some bouncing pucks, but once again Harris will get it. Bo Taylor stopped at the blue line, always dangerous. Spoke about Rob Barnes was his most hated thing, wasn't it? Losing your puck at your own blue line.
Either blue line.
Well, it's either blue line, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's right.
It just sets up you've got players standing around while others have speed, and usually it's their players, not yours.
Yeah, that's right. They're all going in the other direction.
Hello to any of the parents of players watching in tonight. We hope you enjoy the broadcast. We certainly love doing it. We wish we could do it all the time. The last night's game, if you want to see it, will be on Fox Sports on Thursday. Greenside gets a hit, big hit in the corner. He's going to have to get straight off here because he's dropped his helmet and makes a show of covering up. Hamish Powell has a puck. He's a man who speaks a physical persuasion. And that is off, so play will stop once they realise, and they do.
Some nice hits there. That's good to see. Good to see them getting fired up. And hopefully this will wake them up, and they'll be able to hem them in there for a little while.
Well, that's probably... I mean, Newcastle can score by building pressure, and they're still down by a goal. Even though they've had more possession this period. And yeah, it'll build through pressure, especially with the younger team. Good opportunity to do that. But it's always easier to lead a game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you play a little bit looser, so it's a little bit more relaxed.
Great speed there by Swisson, really putting in the effort there. Pass to Luis Caesar's intercepted, and Kennedy will get it. Gentle feed to Swisson, who's happy to send it down ice. And icing is waved off. Probably had a little more force on it than he was hoping. And was that a high stick?
Knocked down with a high stick, I think.
Knocked down with a high stick,
yeah.
So that was to stop a play, not a penalty. So this Division 1, there's 6 other teams. Now this is a mixed team, am I right? So
it is, yeah. We've got a line of girls. They play together most of the time, and they go very well. So it
must be a nice change, a bit of different dynamic with the team to have the mixed team.
It is. It is.
A bit like House League, a bit more serious.
Yeah, definitely more serious.
That's a fun part of playing mixed teams in House League too, which you and I both done here. But yeah, to play it with a more competitive level would also be a good challenge and a lot of fun.
Yeah. The 3 girls that we've got on the team, they I think 2 of them represented Australia.
Right.
And
so that's Amelia and is
Shanita.
Shanita's
Actually, Kath did as well.
Yeah, Kath
did as
McConey
well,
played for Australia too.
Yeah, so the 3 of them did.
Oh, well, those are 3 of Australia's best. I mean, Shanita's the only Australian ever to win any type of medal in Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
Being that she won a bronze in the Youth Winter Olympics a few years ago.
Yeah.
Liz Parkinson White's got a bit of pressure on him here. Newcastle, though, pressure is applied in reverse as the Mustangs come away with some speed. Shot on a save by Davis, and the rebound also a save. Scraps eventually are picked up by Taylor and shoveled out, but we had lots of keen white jerseys digging for the puck there. That's loose for Naden to steal, but he doesn't quite get it away from his opposition player. Push into the boards. Newcastle setting up, a bit dangerous. Tap in nearly done there. I think was it Harris trying to pull the trigger there. Not too tall for Harris. I think it's Swiston. Shot! And McLaughlin goes just wide of Sloan White, who was flashing out that glove there for a save, or the blocker, pardon me, on that side. McLaughlin into the zone. Turned around. Good defence by the Mustangs here at the blue line. And another pass from Lindsay to Kennedy. Missed the quarterback. Not finishing their sets. They use some rugby league terminology here in Northstars. So they're getting set up and not completing the job. And that's another knockdown with high stick. Stop a play.
That one I didn't see. I'm not sure where that one came from, but if Jeff called it, it probably happened.
Yes. And if it's in this end, it was done by a Newcastle player. So face off. Matt Taylor's got the dot there. So he was the physio for the North Stars, and now he's one of their forwards, one of their depth players. So he has played before. He played with you in 2014.
He did, yeah. Solid player.
Yep.
Works hard.
He's
Works
one
hard
of
all the
the
time.
least attractive skaters I think I've seen at this level, but he gets it done. Like, he's such a hard worker. And, he just doesn't ever look balanced. Like someone like Jiku Aprea, whom you played with, was known in Romania as the ballerina because his skating was so pretty.
Yes. Smooth, very smooth
His
skater.
balance and smoothness was just uncanny, but Matt's not quite like that. He's just power and strength, and but he's such a digger.
He's got feet on him. I don't know, about a size 12 or something like that. His feet are huge.
So he's
First-
like a Ian Thorpe on ice.
Yeah. He's not a very big guy, but wow, he's...
What are you trying to say, right? We're in dangerous territory now.
Yeah.
Scooped out there by Davis and fired down ice, and that nearly goes it does go all the way to Simon White, so he doesn't get a goal. Wouldn't that be a goalie killer if you let that one in from the other goalie?
I've seen it done before.
He'd never let it down. Good speed from Malloy, bounces off the boards. Shane Southwood gathers it in. Newcastle trying to set up. They had two men down deep looking for that puck. And a desperate attempt there to get the puck by McDowell, but it goes wide of him, and there's an icing called on the Mustangs.
I definitely think they're coming out a little bit sharper this period. They have made a couple mistakes, but definitely looks a lot better than the first period. So hopefully we can tie this game up before the end of the period.
The Mustangs are doing what they have to, and that's pretty much to hold the game at its status quo.
Mm-hmm.
And what you want with a young team, chance in front. Sloan White once again covers up down low. And they're doing a great job of protecting the goalie and cleaning up the scraps here. They're collapsing pretty tight around Sloan White. There's often boilovers at this end of the season, isn't there?
Yeah, there are.
Lots of upsets.
Yeah.
Teams have don't have the right mentality on, or they play backups, or they got injuries, or rested players, or just sometimes they're just not switched on. So upsets are pretty much the normal almost.
I
in the
thought
NHL.
the scores last night were, other than the North Stars, were pretty surprising to me. Anyway.
I thought Thunder were a pretty good chance with the ice. Liam Webster is a huge thing for Melbourne Ice.
Yeah.
And he got a few games from that from the funny business up in Canberra previously. I believe he'll have done his time this weekend, so will be available for the final.
Yeah.
Semi-final, pardon me. Against the Brave, which is now confirmed after last night. Kept in by Malloy. Fires a shot. And that's blocked aside or turned aside by someone with a blocker. Could see the contact point. Newcastle get the puck out. They've got men set up. Backhander, save or interception there and cleared. Mustangs keen for the counter-attack here. Patakane has got the speed, but pardon me, that was Fisher. Has the speed, but he doesn't beat the puck into the corner, and Greenside hands the puck off to the line.
Greenside can fly too, so that'd be a good race. I'd love to see those two going at it.
We've seen him go coast to coast here.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, he took the puck from his own end and said, "I've had enough of this," and just did. Rob Stark used to do that sometimes too when he got frustrated.
Yeah.
Just went end to end and scored 5-hole at the other end. Chance for Newcastle. Shot through traffic at Sloan White saw it and gloves it. 1:30 left in the period.
A little bit of traffic probably would have helped there.
It was coming, but it.
He had to get it away before the guy came to
That's it. He's
check
run out of time. So that's a good effort off the face-off there, which is what the forwards, of course, are trained to do. You burst out of the blocks to cover your man off the face-off. Kennedy has to cover as Lindsay was beaten by the forward, and it has penalty been called on the Mustangs. So it's that the first one for the Northstars this game? I seem to think it
First
is.
power play. I believe it is, yes.
Mustangs were definitely the first one to get one, and I don't remember Newcastle one since, so this is their first opportunity, and a good one, with 109 left in this period, to try and get it up, equaled up before they go to the break. Both teams have been unwilling to let the goal in this period. They've been much tighter on their defence, and it's showing as we've had no scoring. Shot through traffic, and it's filled the man in front. It's a man wearing blue. Is it Swiston? It's Southwood, yeah, 71. He was pretty happy to score a goal last night. Very happy. Kept in the zone. Just by Newcastle. Using the umbrella setup. Fires the puck, does Harris, and it goes back out down to Davis. Greenside will pick it up. Uses his pace here to work around the Mustangs player, takes it in himself. Going to take it all the way, he's gone behind the net, thrown in front. And it's cut off by a Mustang stick though, so not cleanly taken. Malloy helps out Greenside. Beaten by the man in white. On the stick, McLaughlin fires, scores! He's got a shot.
That was a beauty play. He got knocked down seconds before, got back up and took the pass, and was able to fire it home. So it was good play.
We got a replay so we can enjoy it again, right? There he is, gets up, sees it, gets the pass, gathers, and quick shot. Not much of a wind-up, so accurate.
Yeah, he scored a few this year. Scored some nice ones too. So
I asked him, I did a little player interview before he came out for the season. I said, what's your superpower? And he said, my shot. And he wasn't joking, like he's got a great shot on him.
Yeah, the boys last year were pumping him up, Swiston and Bo Taylor, and talking him up about how good of a scorer he was, and he's certainly proven that this year. So.
End of the period, 3-3 here at Hunray Skating Stadium. These two teams, Ray, what are your thoughts on the performance of these two?
Much better period. I thought they were a little bit...
Talking about Newcastle here?
Newcastle, yeah. Much better period for Newcastle. They were out of sorts in the first period, but turned it around and was much better second. So.
And Mustangs?
Mustangs been steady.
Yeah.
I thought they've been pretty steady, even keel the whole game. So
I thought their energy's been great to keep up with Northstars. And it took a power play at the end there to break the seal. So what a great period, third period coming up here. We've got 3-3 game here at Hunray Skating Stadium. Don't go too far. We've got some guests for you.
regards to the boys, like, how do you feel about them?
Man, I feel for them, and if you probably you should probably be interviewing Leanne right now. I am a literal basket case. I am the worst guy to sit by in the playoffs, and you hit the nail on the head. I feel for the guys. I'm watching them, and I want them to win so bad. I want them to have that joy and enthusiasm. The wonderful feeling of winning the cup. And when they're successful, great, we all get to cheer. But when we're not, it really hurts, and not for me personally, but for the boys, because they work so hard all year to get there. But I'm a shocker. Don't talk to me. Don't ask me any questions. And probably get about that far, because it's like this all the time. I'm playing the game. And when you play the game, the beauty of playing hockey is as soon as that puck is dropped, hey, you're good. You're in a hockey game. I'm the poor bugger in the grass that's going to watch it, Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, you just like the rest of us. Yeah, so more importantly, I think what you do and the rink in Newcastle and the Northstars, it's a massive family. Coming in here, being able to be a part of this experience as a family. Families going down to watch us play in Melbourne. In the beginning of the season, it's going to be a touchy subject. Won't mention any names, but our fans are a little bit rowdy up about some of the players who kind of left our team and made a couple changes. How are you feeling going into this next weekend with those things? That's in the past now. Our fans are wild about us again. What do you have to say to all the fans who were upset with us at the beginning but now are loving us again?
Well, we are the North Stars. We're a strong organization. This is the 12th year that we'll be going to the playoffs. And this format of playoffs will only be going for 13 years. We survive. We come good. Okay, yeah, we lost a couple guys that we thought were good joining us, but we got a couple other guys that are doing a great job. But it's all about our local contingent, our expat boys. They're leaders and they're taking us away. So, we will survive. We're a great team. We're a great organization, and we belong in the playoffs every single year. As far as I'm concerned, that's just the way it's going to be. And I will, over hell or high water, I will make sure we get a team to get there.
Absolutely. If our players were listening, what would you tell them? Final words, last interview, going into the playoffs.
Well, it's a fantastic team, but it's the old saying. They got to believe in themselves, and they have to believe in the guys sitting beside them and across from them. They got to look at each other in the eyes, say, we're here together, we're here to do a job and to do it successfully. And, these are a great bunch of guys on and off the ice, and they all have the personality and the character to do this. And I believe in them. And this whole rink believes in them. This whole city believes in them. God, half of New South Wales believes in them. A bunch of other places don't, but we do. And the thing is that, you'll see it tonight. We got 800 people here. And they're going to cheer them right through this game, and they're going to cheer them off tonight and cheer them to Melbourne next week.
Absolutely. Well, hey, we'll finish off this game, but we'll see you next week, and we're looking forward to it. Thanks, Gary.
Don't ask me any questions during the game, I'll tell you.
That's why we wait to intermission. Legend, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, good one.
everyone. Our initial special guest fell through, so I brought a couple of random guests I found in the crowd. So, what's your name? What's your name, young lady?
Charlotte.
And what's your name?
Jessica.
Okay, and how do you two know each other? How do you know each other?
Because we're cousins.
Because you're cousins?
Because we're cousins.
Oh, okay. Do you like the ice hockey? Did you like watching the ice hockey?
Yes.
Who's your favourite player, Jessie?
John.
John F. Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy.
And who did you like, Charlotte?
You.
Me? I'm not a player. Well, on that bombshell, we better
No,
get back to the studio.
Charlotte, Uncle Peter meant on the ice.
Yeah, I meant on the ice. It's okay.
And Moose.
The Moose is a favourite. He's my favourite too. Everyone, for the third and final period here at Hunray Skating Stadium. It's a 3-all game, and your thriller ahead of us right here for this final period at Hunray Skating Stadium 2016.
Should be an interesting period, yeah. I thought it was definitely a better period for the Northstars, and hopefully they can carry that through.
Gary Dory just walking past us here in the commentary booth. Didn't look too nervous.
That guy can pace better than anybody that I know, especially finals time.
I've watched him in many finals. Remember that first one in 2003, and he was pacing. He was doing miles up and down the side of the rink. Yeah, he definitely feels it. It's very tense.
I know how he feels being in that coaching position last year, assistant coach, and you feel every emotion that the players are going through out there, and Gary's no different.
Back underway, Jeff Scott has dropped the puck, and Newcastle have it now. Passes onto the stick. Josh Harris gets it. I think, yes, Bo Taylor is playing with this line at the moment. So we've got a different line here with Bo Taylor, Shane Southwood, and Josh Harris. So there's a bit of firepower. The two guys, well, especially Bo Taylor loves to fire the puck. His nickname here in Australia anyway was Boom Boom because he just liked to fire. Shoots and dribbles in. Bo Taylor gets another one to add to his 4 for the week, to his weekend, to make it 5.
That's perfect timing. You were just talking him up there, and he goes and takes a slap shot and scores.
Normally when a commentator mentions somebody, they have an immediate fail afterwards. But one was different. So we'll see the replay. It was just, Slow and White did get it, but it's just creeped through. You see it spinning, and then it goes. So that's a tough one for the goalies, but that happens, and it's a 4-3 lead for the North Stars. And it's the first lead for quite a while. Newcastle back on the attack. McLaughlin out there now with Swiston. And had a talk with a couple of ex-players in the break, and they said Scott Swiston's on fire. They're expecting him to really light up this third period. Pat Naden gets a shot, and Simon White gets that one with no problem. It's out into the neutral zone now, and on the counter-attack are the Mustangs. Oh, he's coughs up the puck. Bad mistake, but can't see if it was Fisher or Schumer, but there was one of the young guys for the Mustangs couldn't get that puck into the zone. McLaughlin fakes the look away for a pass and takes a shot instead, but it was off his skate. Sneaking in goes Manwaring, trying to get his first. Once again, Liam Manwaring's in there. He's keen to get his first AHL goal.
Yeah, it'd be good to see. It's good to see him driving to the net, and you never know what's going to pop out of there, and it actually did pop out, and the goalie was able to kind of smother it very quickly. So
he got a bit frustrated with his ice time early in the season. It's good to see him getting back in, and now he's realised that I get ice time by making things happen. And he's making things happen.
That's right. That's right.
And here he is getting a check-in too. So yeah, it's definitely been a great opportunity, a great learning opportunity for him. And it's paying off. That's what we want to see from young players. Mustangs at the puck. There's a chance. Oh, big fan, but the puck was stolen by the defender in blue. Can't make out the number. I think it might have been
Watini.
It was Watini.
Yes.
Puck picked up there. Oh, it's Damien Bright, number 19. In the beard. I should spot him by the beard. It's a fine beard. I can't grow one like that anymore. Up the wing goes Bo Taylor. Lots of speed, but he's drop passes too much on it, and it goes back into neutral ice. Into the zone. Greenside, spectacular dodge of the check there, but it's like he checked himself the way he flew through the air. Attempted pass by Karras is cut off, and the Mustangs on the counter-attack. Buttonhook with a spinorama, and picked up instead by Isaacs. Been an effective defenseman here for the Mustangs. Adds good defense and attack for them, and checked hard, and he's going harder in the boards as Bert Malloy, or is it Bo Taylor?
Bo Taylor.
It's Bud Taylor, 15, and that's not what you see for a guy who's been collecting injuries lately, and he doesn't look very comfortable either.
Hopefully
so
he's just
a power play.
Yeah, hopefully he's just taking his time there. But,
Yeah, I think it might be a bit shaken from the run into the boards as opposed to something like a knee or a shoulder or something, and I think that's the case. Yeah, he was using both feet pretty comfortably, so I think it was just a hit into the boards, a little winded. Quick push by Naden off Swiston's face-off win to slow and wide is stopped. 16:51 left in this period. Northstars have the lead 4-3. Connor McLaughlin works the half boards, gets it back to the blue line. Lindsay, saved by slow and wide, goes to the far corner. If there was someone at the far post, they would have had a sweet opportunity, but the save was good and there was nobody there. Swiston off his skates to the blue line. Ferrari there working. Lindsay now. McLaughlin at the other side. Shoots. Diving player takes it off the back, or maybe it's even the head there, the helmet. But he's heading off to the bench. I think he's okay, but that would have stung. It was McMahon, 25. Yes. Might have even been up the back of the neck there. It looked like it hurt.
Yeah, it looks like he's bent over there on the bench.
I think it got him just under the helmet, so it's probably the muscly bit, but it doesn't matter much. They all sting like crazy.
Tell me about it.
Yes. This is a man with a broken arm. Shot on net, goes off a Mustang stick and wide of Harris, who was coming in looking for a rebound. Greenside, saved by someone. Beauty picks up the puck in the glove.
Yeah, I think they could have had a penalty there. The guy shot the puck, or shot the stick at the player with the puck, and at least that's what it looked like to me. So,
throwing the stick penalty? Is it
interference. I believe they call that interference.
There is a penalty for throwing the stick, and if it's on a breakaway, isn't it a penalty shot?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
To the blue line, kept in by Greenside. Harris walks it in, hands off to Taylor. In front is Shane Southwood, the jester. Harris feeds it off to his D-man. Loy gets it back. Taylor screening. Shot, rebound, and a block, and that hurt. Another shot and another block. So Mustangs putting the bodies on the line here. Sacrificing themselves. That shows a lot of guts at this time of year. Game played for pride. Higgins up the right wing. Challenges the man to the puck. A little bit of speed there. That must be Greenside by the speed of that man. It was. Naden. Local boy. Valentine. 2 suburbs away. Born and bred. He was coached here by Northstars players, Northstars staff, and local club members, and also thanks to some great time in Notre Dame College, Notre Dame High School.
Yeah.
In Saskatchewan, has come back a really fine player and has kept it up. Hopefully one day, Ray, that might be necessary.
Sending guys overseas.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
At the moment, it seems to be guys like Wahib Badaj and Pat Naden. Those are the ones that are really, really successful in this league. Same with Joey Hughes.
Yeah.
Connor McLaughlin here is going to be sent for that.
He is. He is.
I think he took something in the back of the legs, and he's throwing gloves on to the push at the Mustangs player. He's been called for it, and they're both gone actually. So.
I don't know if the Mustang player had the original penalty there, but it looked like Connor definitely got the last call. So I'm not sure what the situation was there.
Might be a 2+2. He doesn't look like he's going to the change room, which, fortunately, if that was the case for him, it would be in the first half of the third period, because otherwise he'd be sitting out the semi-final. That would be pretty devastating for the North Stars. They have their league top scorer out, but he's safe from that, and looks, no, it's just a, well, there is another man going, so I think a 2+2 might be it.
He may have gotten 2 and 10 if there's another man going.
That's right, yeah, 2 and 10 or 2+2. Both options are possible. But the North Stars gate is open for another player. Jeff Scott's going to tell. So Lehman Waring heads to the box. And we'll go 5 and 4. So yeah, looks like it's
2 and 10.
Well, both Mustangs had one go to the box as well.
They did, but the only reason why the North Stars would be shorthanded and there'd be a second guy in the box is if there was the 10-minute penalty.
The misconduct.
Yeah.
Back underway, and it's a power play for the Mustangs. This is a great opportunity for them to equal up. Shot through a screen. No, it was saved by Davis. They couldn't spot the puck. And there's another penalty being called. Or was it a hand pass? No, I think it was...
Hand pass,
it's out of
yeah.
the zone. So it was a hand pass by the Mustangs. The tripping call and the hand pass are a little bit similar with a hand going back and forth.
They are, especially if he does it near his leg.
Yes. I'm glad you're with me right now. I'm glad I'm not the only one and I don't feel so bad. Vyasov loses the puck there. Newcastle sends it outside the zone, so they need to get onside. It's just a handy way to break up the play there. Josh Harris passes through his own man. There's pressure though on the North Stars, but they do clear. And the puck goes down to Sloan White at the far end. Some over-anxious fans thought there was a chance for a bit of a goal. I was taking the mighty stuff up for that to go in. Newcastle in their own end. 43 seconds of penalty kill for them remains. Mustangs setting up. As you can't expect at the moment with the lines all broken up, they're not the usual players. They're having trouble on the power play being organised. Swiston, yeah, we mentioned earlier, dodges a player, hands it off. Shot by Taylor is off a stick and it goes over the net. Into the crowd, nobody injured.
Little dust there coming off the net and going over the fans. You gotta hate that.
A bit of fairy dust. Fairy dust from Hunter Rush Skating Stadium, sprinkled down. Bless them. Well, it's good to get scoring opportunities when you're on the penalty kill, isn't it?
It is, it is.
It's like Christmas skull once. Jones has a puck. Up the middle he goes. Taylor tries to cut him off, but he gets to get back to his lane. Mustang setting up. That was a bizarre pass, went very wide there.
I think it might have been an attempt off the back boards there.
Right, okay. It might be a bit Springer at the Ice House.
Yeah.
The, MG.
Yeah, ours are dead here. So.
I have seen the netting days. I saw a shot go off the netting behind Matt Ezzy, bounced off his back and into the goal.
Yeah.
That was a bizarre.
I believe that happened to us in the playoffs one year.
Could have been. I think we won the game anyway, but it was it was not a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Higgins. There's a forecheck by Naden. 21 today. Shane Southwood gets all caught up there. Nowhere to go, no space left, but desperate recovery, and he gets it back. Here's Josh Harris under pressure. Down low. Shakes off one man, gets the pass away. A quick shot attempt on net, but the right-hander can't bring it in front. Was it Malloy, I think, or Southwood?
No, I think that was Naden.
Well, I think they're all right-handers, so they are, yeah. Hands off to Naden. Shot. Saved by Sloan White. Loose. There's definitely a one penalty here. I don't know if it was the North Stars. Was it
Josh?
Harris?
He's got Josh for running into the goalie.
Goal interference, 2 minutes. Yeah. So just after killing off the last one, they got another penalty kill here against the Mustangs, but I kind of feel like some of that energy's coming out of the Mustangs at the moment.
Yeah, well, I don't know what their power play's been a little bit dead this game. They haven't really had a whole lot of opportunity, but hopefully the North Stars can kill this one off. Penalty
Face,
box
huh?
is looking pretty full over there. So
It is, yeah. Well, it was worse last night.
yeah.
It was getting funny. Lewis was pretending that he had to take his singlet off because it was getting too hot in there. Swiston battles for this puck. He pushes it forward. He's killing the penalty, so he doesn't need to push too hard. Well, he does the shoulder fake a couple of times here on the Mustangs. Gives McCoy a tap on the backside with the stick. Higgins. Pass goes to Jones. Very experienced player for the Mustangs. Probably their veteran, along with Pat O'Kane and Vyasov. But an original player for them. Swiston down on one knee, blocking shots here in the last period in a game that doesn't matter. I think it matters to these teams though. Chance for Mustangs, a save by Davis. Great chance. There was nobody, and there was no screen, but there was also nobody between the player and the ref and the goalie. Pardon me. Newcastle have to remember that they do not want a major penalty at this stage.
Yeah, we're in the second half of the third period, so anything
now carries over to that semi-final.
That's right. That's right. They had two guys going there, one from each team, and then there was a slash right after that. So I think North Stars will see themselves on the power play here.
Well, the last one has not yet completed because there was 56 still on the clock, so it might just be half of a power play with 1 minute on the current one to go.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, they'll see themselves on the power play in
56 seconds.
Yeah, 56 seconds. Oh no, they threw.
Well, Pat Naden was sent back into the box, so he's obviously not got a 2 and 10. He's not got a major. No one's been sent to the showers, which is a good sign. It was not a thing. I didn't really see anything worth a major in there.
No.
Just a little friendly push and shove.
There was a good slash in the back of the legs. I think that was on.
Naden or
I think it was on Burt actually.
Robert Malloy.
Yeah. And that was well after the play had
I think the whistle had already gone for the other penalties that were being called. Just waiting to see. We've got 5 on 5 at the moment, or 5 and 4. Yeah, 5 and 4. 5 and 3. No.
5 on 4.
Matt Lindsay was just heading to the bench for a smoke, I think, and he had to cut it short. Chance for the Mustangs then, and that's because that current penalty is still in play. But back on the ice is Conor McLaughlin. Right away he's making a scene in front of the Mustangs net, shaking off a couple of players and causing problems for them. Gets a hit in.
It's close to being hit from behind, but he did pull up there. So
yeah, McMahon turned kind of as he was getting hit, and then I think I saw Jeff say that the hit was good. Reassured him that it was all right. And a great save by Davis, right between his legs there, under pressure with the Mustangs right on the doorstep. So 18 seconds, 17 seconds remaining in this power play for the Mustangs. Back underway, shot for the Mustangs. It was probably wide of the net, but off the backboards. Davis there. Had the pad out just in case. Puck is loose. Swiston covering Simon White. He goes for the other side. Swiston steals. Takes it back to his own end. And I think he's waiting for his players to regather. We've got 5 on 5. but we still have a few players in the penalty box. Chance for Josh Harris. Slow and wide fired it, and it actually went off Harris's skates, but he couldn't gather it in. The Mustangs break out. Up goes Stringer up the left wing. Moves inside, takes a shot, saved by Davis. 8:09 left here in the third period. About to have a face-off to the right of Davis. Players coming together there. It was hard to see one of the players got sore chops there, but I think it might have been from one of his own teammates. Loose in front. Trying to get on net is Whiston. Northstars still with that lead. They scored in the first minute of the period. It's off a stick and hits the ceiling, so that will stop play with 7:44 left in this final period. Who's standing out for you, Ray, for the Mustangs?
For the Mustangs, there's a few guys.
Isaacs, I thought, on defense was especially good feeding the park.
Yeah. O'Kane's always solid. He played a very good game tonight as well.
Every game. Great asset. And, of course, Chris Stolwhite's had a pretty good game except for one. And that could happen to any goalie. Josh Harris has been all over the place for Newcastle, and I mean that in a good way. He's been everywhere. Ubiquitous, even. Bo Taylor was his burst of speed. Oh, feeds it to Harris. It just goes by him and picked up by O'Kane. Just spoke of him. Burst of speed up the right wing. Such an adept handler and skater is O'Kane. Another American from the northeast, much like our Bert Malloy. And that's the northeast of USA we're talking about. Bert Malloy coming in there for the tip in and just went by him. Chance for Mustangs, a save by Davis.
Wow.
That was a bad mistake down low, and it could have cost him the game.
It could have cost him the game, but that was a fantastic save. Dane steps up once again.
6:43 remaining in this final period. Who are your standouts, you think, Ray, for Newcastle?
I'd have to go with Connor McLaughlin. And Scott Swiston's had a great game tonight, too. Actually, I'll throw Bo Taylor in the mix there, too.
His energy's been awesome tonight.
Yeah, been fantastic.
Taylor. I mean, that was Naden sliding into the net.
There's a penalty coming up,
Yeah, I think there was interference by... Damien Bryan, was it, I think? On Patton Naden, or are they calling something else? I don't know who they're calling.
There was interference. I didn't see the number.
No, I didn't see who's going in the box.
17, maybe? 17.
David Foster, right. Face off, Josh Harris versus Patrick O'Kane. To the blue line. Far circle. Knuckleball from Malloy. Didn't work like in the Mighty Ducks.
It was a good setup.
Just didn't get it right on the stick. Maybe off the heel a bit or off the toe.
Off the toe, it looked like.
And you don't get much transfer of force like you do right off the meat of the stick.
Like that.
Great screen there by Swiston coming in. And a great save by the Mustangs. I say that because I'm not sure it got through to Slow and One. I think the D-man might have blocked it first. Credit to them for putting the bodies on the line in this game. Quick shot and a save by Slow and One. A beauty.
Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass.
Face off to the right. Sloan White, Mustangs end. Gathered in by Malloy. Spins, but can't get the puck to Bo Taylor on the first attempt. He does on the second. Taylor trying to find the puck between his legs. Manages to keep it from McMahon. To the blue line. Green side. Shot, save, Sloan White. Gets it off the chest.
They're making him work hard. They're making him work very hard. It's good to see.
But a change of lines, a late one here. Mustangs cheeky change. As Newcastle get the last change, but no, we've got a player being sent back on. No, okay, here we go. Battle for the puck in the corner. McLaughlin looking for Swiston. Naden, who's battling in front, taking his licks. Now it's Swiston, hard to move, big fella, good 6'4", very strong, very fit. Conor McLaughlin has a reputation for being like being a marble statue on the ice. He just cannot be moved.
He can take a hit, I can tell you that.
Well, he's a fitness instructor, so it's no surprise he's built like a wall of muscle.
Yeah.
He takes it very seriously. Melbourne Ice currently up 4-2 on the Thunder down in Melbourne. And the Mustangs fire the puck to the far end for Matt Lindsay to retrieve. So the other game is Bears and Adrenaline. I don't know what's happening with that one. We'll see if we can find out. 4:15 left in this game. Of course, we started an hour early tonight. And Sloan White gloves that and puts it back down on the ice.
Northstars unable to take advantage of the power play there, but I'm sure the coach will be happy that they're getting the opportunities to work on it, even if they don't score.
Puck is fired hard around the ice, and that could even be icing. It is.
He must have thought they were still short-handed.
Yes, or maybe the ice house doesn't travel that quick.
Yeah, that's right.
Could be the difference in the rinks. I know they run a softer ice at OBG Arena.
They do.
Picked up by Botella, dropped off, and that shot from the point is wide by Dave Ferrari. Newcastle get the puck back. Ferrari has it right now. Played a stint in New Zealand with the Dunedin Thunder in the NZIHL. Chance for the Mustangs, but the player wasn't ready. We do have an update. The Bears are up 1-0 in Adelaide after one period. It's against Adelaide, pardon me. They're in Penrith. Botella looks, waits, and hits a opposition stick chance for the Mustangs. Fakes, scores, evens up the game with 3:20 left. Bad mistake there.
Very bad mistake. That's a guy that you do not want to give a breakaway pass to, give a breakaway chance to, and the Northstars did that by making a bad pass and it being intercepted.
We'll see it here on the replay. Long pass. That was a cherry pick. And fakes out Davis and gets it 5-hole for the goal. So we've got an exciting finish here, 4-all. Northstars with many scoring chances have not been able to finish them, and now Mustangs have got one and buried it. And they're probably quite happy to force a shootout here. Loose in front. Of course, they could force a win. Here comes O'Kane looking for it. Steered aside by Davis. Kept in by the Mustangs. First to the puck. Keep it in. It's working for them at the moment.
I think they called that in the crease, so they've taken the face off outside.
Two minutes 40 to go. Game is complete in Melbourne, I believe. 4-2 win for the Otters. That'll be make it interesting for next weekend, where those two teams will play each other again next, the semi-final round. One each this weekend.
Yeah. Will be a good weekend. The two strong teams there. I'm not surprised at the way it went this weekend.
Well, let's assume that Thunder beats us. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thinking about Brave there for a second, who were playing the ice on the Saturday. But of course, the Brave did beat Melbourne in Canberra. They didn't beat them in Melbourne though.
They had a couple of really high scores there.
Yeah, some crazy games. 9-8 or something like that.
10-9, I think it was.
So we got 2 minutes and 12 to see if one of these teams can crack a outright win tonight. Otherwise, we go to a shootout. Of course, this game doesn't really mean anything, but the players, both sides, definitely want to win. In the corner, Botel stops up. He's under pressure from two players here. Kind of gets, yes, Josh Harris has it. He's trying to get some space, but good for checking it once again. Panacane's off the races. He's got a race with Malloy. These two mates, actually. Always joke about being the nicest guy in the league to each other. Chance the other way. Bat Naden, saved by Solway. Fires it back out.
No call. I thought he was going to get one.
Even the Mustangs had stopped. They stopped skating and they thought it was going to be called. Shot on net, it goes wide, and Newcastle have a player getting on the ice, and is it Wade? There's too many men?
They called it.
So the man was just getting off the ice as one got on. And it's been called 6 on. Too many men. So this is an awesome opportunity now for the Mustangs. On the power play, we've got 1 minute 26 left. Gives them the opportunity to win this one, steal it away after being behind for almost all of this period.
I'm not sure what the rule is there as far as distance. I think it's a meter, but it looked like he had pretty much 1 foot on the bench there, so I'm surprised they even called that. And
I think it also depends if you're in the play and the man who got on the ice tried to play it, so that's probably what it's called. Mustangs are setting up. Newcastle forming their defensive box here, as most teams will do, on the penalty kill. To the top of the umbrella. Fired on net. It's off a Newcastle player. And we have Conor McLaughlin on his own. He's got Squiston coming up to support. McLaughlin pushes it forward. And he goes to try and take the puck away. Swiston's waiting for it. McLaughlin, though, quite happy just to waste the time of the Mustangs here. Greenside comes in to attack. Newcastle want to win this. Greenside wrestles with one of the Mustangs player, and it wasn't seen by. They were both in it a bit, but Greenside probably the more guilty. Not seen by Jeff Scott, and he's not calling anything. There's enough hooks to start a fishing shop, and nothing's been called. We're going to play on 25 seconds. Malloy bumped hard by Isaacs. Gives him some talk back. Go back the other way is O'Kane. It's loose and picked up by the Newcastle D. It was a good save, but a rebound there. It was picked up by Newcastle defence and cleared. 8 seconds, so we're going to shootout by the looks. Can't see anything happening now. Desperate attempt. Does not go in. And that is the end of regular time, right?
Yeah, it's pretty tight there. Pretty hairy the last 30 seconds.
We'll have a shootout now. Newcastle have not. Well, they won their first one of the season, but they haven't won one since. So they'll need to turn it around to get that win tonight. Let's see who's going to be first shooting for the Mustangs, and first on the ice at the moment. It's one of their imports, it's Higgins. So Jeff Scott goes to Dane Davis to give him his instructions. Higgins. Mark Higgins for the Mustangs. Skates on the puck. He takes it to the right. He's got his forehand. He waits, he digs, shoots and scores! Great shot just over the pads into the halfway up the net. Mustangs are up 1.
Yeah, it was a nice goal. He waited Dane out, and Dane went down, left that side open, so he was able to take advantage of that. So.
Slow and white. And looks like first up he's facing, is it?
Southwood, isn't it?
Southwood, I think it's 71. Sometimes the coaches will use players they don't often use because they're not as well known, or because they just have a reputation in practices as being pretty good on the shootout.
That's right, and Southwood does.
Plays with a long stick. Might be shooting here. Good pace, goes on the forehand, waits, digs, fires and saved by Sloan White. Has the pad and the glove stacked and makes a save. So we've got advantage Mustangs after 1.
I think he made the right move there, but he just didn't get up there as high as he wanted to in the net, and unfortunately hit the glove.
Patrick O'Kane. Not much you can say about him. He does it all. Waits, shoots, scores!
Same side.
Northstars must score on this one to win this game, to stay in the race. Otherwise, it's a Mustangs win.
Okay, he's got Timmy Stanger out there.
Well, if anything, we've had an exciting game here. Tim Stanger onto the puck. Slow and wide out to meet him. Stanger waits, shoots high. Mustangs win. Onto the ice they come. Thanks for joining us, people. That brings our season to the end, Ray. Thanks for joining me tonight.
Thanks for having me. It was great.
It was great having you. Yeah. The Mustangs hung on, and they had an opportunity. Pat O'Kane stole the game away.
Yeah. They're one of those teams, they can do that. They're one of those teams that they've done that over the years and did it again tonight.
Yeah, sure did. So a great win for the Mustangs. Thanks to all of our crew for a great season here. We really enjoy bringing you these games. We'd like to do it all the time, but we also have to bring them to the world and the Australian audience through Fox Sports Australia. So that's an opportunity for us to share these games with you. And to our crew, thanks for all you've done this year, and to the team, and self-joined tonight. Our photographers, our videographers, our producers, our social media and journals people, we've all done a great job.
You've done a very good job too, Pete.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Jay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I wasn't fishing really.
No, I'm just saying that my wife and kids watch the games often, and they always comment on that. So.
All right. Well, I'm just the ugly head that you see more of. I'm a small part of what happens here, and of course, those who run the rink here and the team. And their endless hours, really appreciated. You've been part of that as well yourself.
Yeah.
And of course, like yourself and Rob Stark and those people who train our kids that can become our players. So that's very important. So I might head back to have a quick look at the ice again. Well done for the Mustangs. So we've got our 3 stars for the night. So we had to choose a bit earlier. So Pat O'Kane turned out to be a good option there for number 2 stars. He might have even earned a promotion to number 1 if we knew the result sooner. But we gave it to Conor McLaughlin, Pat O'Kane and Scott Swiston for tonight's games. All were excellent. Plus we had a lot of other honourable mentions: Isaacs, Sloan White, And Potel was another guy that you mentioned as well, right?
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
We had to pick 3, unfortunately, so we had the players thanking the crowd. And of course, in that back room is the good old Carpets heading back to Melbourne this week. First game is against Perth Thunder Ray. Have you seen them this year?
I saw them on live stream, actually. I did watch that game, and they've got a strong team. I think the Northstars have won the season series against them, which is a good sign.
Yep.
But they're a solid team, so they've got to we've got to go in there prepared and ready to play, especially from the drop of the puck. So hopefully the boys will be ready to go. And
we definitely would want to see that sort of energy that we saw from Northstars last night, right from the beginning. Just to come out there and blitz it, and that's kind of what we saw with the game where they beat the Thunder pretty handily here. And then, of course, the other game came later on in the season where we went to shootout. But that game earlier, oh no, we've got a Mustang, we've got a Moose doing breakdancing right now. That game was one of the best, I think, for the Northstars this season. And they were really on fire. They really pushed hard, and they were really into it. Just an intensity. There was crisp passes. They were supporting close. Worked really well. I think they're going to need to do that again.
Yeah, I think there's certain teams that you come out against and you're on fire against all the time, and Perth is one of those teams. I mean, we just tend to play well. They play well against us as well. So it's going to be a great game.
So Perth have got a really hot top line with Ben Bro, Dorr. They've got some really good shooters, plus they are a team that runs an import goalie, Himskirk, and he's been very successful this year for the Thunder, so that's going to be pretty key for them. Of course, it means they don't have as much depth as a team that has an Aussie goalie, which is, in this case, we've got Dane Davis, who's an Aussie citizen, and that gives the Northstars a bit of an edge. Pardon me, he's an Aussie resident, he's not a citizen yet, but I suspect he might be planning to be so. It does take a few years to come through, and it's very expensive. So, you've done the residency thing yourself.
I have.
You're stuck with it?
It's a process, yeah.
Yes.
Now you're stuck with me.
We love you, Ray. It's good to have you. So, yes, huge weekend, and of course that Mustangs Brave game will be very spicy after all the recent hullabaloo lately. Pardon me, did I say it was Ice and Brave are up the first semi next week. So last time, just recently, we had Melbourne Ice up in Canberra, and don't know. I think the penalty bench was bigger than the players' bench.
Yeah, all kinds of fireworks and suspensions and all that. So I expect to see a good game there too. So with the offense that Canberra boasts, you never know what can happen. They can run up, 5 or 6 goals in a heartbeat. But, they have got a great goalie. They might be lacking a little bit on defense, but
they've got shooters.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if Stephen Blunden will play because he picked up 2 matches in his last game. So I'm not sure. Well, definitely in that semi anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But they've still got Jody Woodrick. They've got Neil Prokop, and Matthew Gerten is one of their top scorers for the league, and one of their, I think he is their top scorer.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a lot of firepower there.
And we can't leave out Jan Safar. So
yeah. Well, I think we might sign it off there. And we're going to see you all next week in the finals. I hope. I know you're not coming, Ray. You're going to look after our Pee Wee team.
The Bantams. I coach the
team?
Bantams. Yeah.
But it's going to be a huge weekend. I hope all the best for the Northstars. They'll need to play like they did last night, more so than they played tonight. And I think they're up for that. First game, of course, Thunder. Pretty even match, I think, for me.
Yeah.
And then Melbourne Ice, all Brave. Whoever wins that is going to be a tough beat. If Brave win it against Ice, who are being very dominant, then they'll be full of confidence. They'll be hard to stop. If Ice win through after being so much the leaders in the league this year, then that's going to be a tough ask too. But That's what finals are about.
That's right.
Not always, the teams that are expected to win haven't often won in the AIHL.
No. It's been over the years. It's been the team that's had a little bit easier semi has come out on top in the final. But you never know. You never know what's going to happen. So, keep our fingers crossed that the boys are that they're ready and come out firing and can get there to the finals.
Something nice tonight, getting all the fans onto the ice with the players for a photo. Good way to sign off the season. It's a season where we have been champions, and next week we get the opportunity to try and be champions once again.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, and I'm sure every one of these guys that are playing here tonight on the North Stars remember it, and they want to repeat it. So, I know they've been putting a few things up on Facebook between each other and trying to gear up for that weekend. And it's a process that starts weeks before the finals get here, especially for the North Stars. And it's the way it's been over the years, and we've always had success, so we try and repeat that. So, they've been building for it. So.
I think we'll wrap it up now as you see the pictures of the crowd enjoying a special moment here on ice. Thank you, Ray. Thank you to our crew for an awesome broadcast this weekend and, of course, all season. We make great advances with our technology and our systems, and we're hoping for much more next year. We'll see you next year all. Good night and thank you.